Live at Chrome's Barn with Nikki Walker, daughter of Belinda Stronach, granddaughter of Frank Stronach, whose idea it was for the world's richest race, $12 million on the line. Nikki, you're here bright early and bushy-tailed. Let's start with talking about the race. When you first heard about this from your mother and your grandfather, what were your thoughts leading into it?
I was very excited. Obviously, $12 million, that's a lot at stake, and we love the horse races, especially after the Breeders' Cup, so I think it'll be a good match coming up this week. We're very excited for it.
You've been here this morning, you've watched Chrome train and walk around the show. What are your thoughts leading into the race? You're a horsewoman yourself.
I'm a horsewoman, so I do show jumping, so it's a little different than this, but it's easy to get up for something when you love it. For the race, I've watched Chrome a couple different times. I've never seen Arrogate live, so kind of a Chrome fan. We also have Sham and Ghost, so I have to say him for sure.
You're stuck between a rock and a hard place there with the house horse.
Yeah. The home connections there. Well,
you do a lot in the industry with show jumping, but we know that the Stronach Group is near and dear with the Thoroughbred Aftercare, the Aftercare Alliance, the TAA. What are your thoughts about these great horses and their future they have after racing?
Well, I think it's important. Horses can do so many different jobs. There's no such thing as a bad horse, just a horse maybe doing the wrong thing. So whether they're too slow for the races means they could maybe be a good hunter, or once they're done their career, they could do polo, eventing. So there's just so many different options. And I think Thoroughbreds, even though they could be smaller than, say, Warmbloods, they have a big heart. So they can be very successful in other careers, too.
Have you dealt with any off-track Thoroughbreds? Because I have one myself, and for a lot of people out there that think they're flighty animals, when you think about what they've been through on the racetrack, getting on planes and cars driving by them, for me, they seem like the perfect riding horse.
Yeah, and it's an adjustment to a different lifestyle for them. So once you give them the proper adjustment, they can be great at that job too. We have the Edina Springs retirement program at my barn with my jumpers at home. So we rehome all of our homebreds there, the Edina Springs horses, and there's been a lot of successful ones. Like my best friend, she has a younger thoroughbred called Espionage, and he became a children's hunter, and he's just like the biggest saint. We all love him.
What could you say to people watching this that were wondering about how they could get involved with Thoroughbred Aftercare and perhaps how to get their hands on one of these great thoroughbreds?
Well, the TAA supports so many different organizations, so you could look for one close to you depending on where you are in the country, and I think you could get involved with the rehoming of them, retraining of them, or even purchasing one yourself. So it depends whatever level you want to get involved in, I think.
All right, Nikki, thanks so much for your time and have fun for the rest of the week.
Thank you. You too. I'm excited.
Nikki Walker, guys.